Welcome everybody. Today I'm going to share with you some tools that help with increasing one of our most important senses called proprioception. Proprioception assists us to regulate the nervous system, especially when there's hyperarousal and just feelings that are a little bit overwhelming. So before we begin, let's tune in to our session today. You ready, guys?
Yes.
Breathing in and allowing the air to just come out with a sigh. Or
You can even yawn on the way back.
Of course you can yawn. Yawning is very good for your body. Breathing in. One more. And out.
Mom, I think I'm a little bit sleepy too.
Hands by your heart. Breathing in. Namaste. The goodness in me sees and honors the goodness in all of us. Welcome to our mini yoga practice today.
And it's not going to be long, just reminding you.
Okay, thanks Max. So, a few items that you might need today, but you could substitute these with anything else you might have in your home. Wheat bag, it just provides a little bit of weight, so something not too heavy. Eye bags, or they could simply be just dark or darker shade of cloths, and possibly some Beanie Babies. So as I've shown you before, Beanie Babies look like this, but they could be anything.
Beanie Babies, you can just use a light toy.
A light toy, yes, absolutely. So whatever you have available. And then we're going to need a very large blanket that can cover your child's head from the crown of their head to the tips of their toes, and maybe even longer. Okay, so just putting those on the side. So these practices are really good as standalone practices. They don't necessarily have to be done together. They could be done at the end of a yoga session, preparing for relaxation, especially when the child feels really wiggly, got lots of jiggles inside. And also really good for before bed, preparing the body and the mind to relax and wind down for bedtime. Okay, so coming to lie down onto your bellies. So Max, you can lie over here, and Selena, you can lie on that side. Yep. So you can see this mats aren't entirely necessary. So could you go a little bit more further back? Yep. You could have mats, you could just do it on a carpeted surface. Not ideal onto a hard surface though. Okay, so lying onto the belly, immediately we're putting pressure onto the front side of the body. And this has various effects. But let's just dive straight into the practice itself. So there's various ways that our bodies can feel comfortable lying on the belly. Some people feel fine with having the arms down the side like Max. He actually has his hands tucked under his pelvis. That's just a personal preference, something he's done without me even asking him to. And his head over to one side. Selena, funny enough, is doing, oh, she probably heard me. She just has her hands either side of the body. But I'm going to ask Selena to show a different variation, and then she can come back to whatever feels more comfortable for her body. So another way that you can lie onto your belly is bringing your hands, stacking your palms together, and popping your forehead onto your stacked hands. So obviously this brings the cervical spine of the neck into a more neutral position, but it invites extension into the thoracic spine and slightly into your neck as well. So maybe not ideal if you're looking for a more down regulating practice. So come back to what feels more comfortable for you. And then turning the neck from side to side would also be a good idea. So from here, this is where you could use the various props mentioned. If the child needs extra weight on the back, a really good option would be a wheat bag. So you could warm this up, particularly if it's a cool day. And the warmth will also help to induce that down regulating effect on the system.
You don't have to if you want to, you can.
Yes. Max is all about freedom of choice. So popping the wheat bag across the rib basket in the back of the body, like so.
This is so nice.
Yes, that weight. If the child doesn't necessarily need the weight on the back body, then you could just put a Beanie Baby or even just the eye pillow or something that they could feel but doesn't necessarily give any load. So putting this onto the back of Selena's ribs. So here we're going to invite the children to do some back breathing. So inviting your Beanie Baby or your sandbag, wheat bag, taking a breath in and taking your Beanie Baby for a little ride as you feel it go up. And as you breathe out, feel the Beanie Baby or the bag going down. Breathing in, feeling all the air going into your body, into the back of your body. Good. Let yourself yawn it out, let yourself sigh it out. Those are often really good indications of the body regulating itself. Yawning, stretching, sighs, sneezing, all ways of releasing tension. So children, turn your heads and necks to the other side now. And we're going to do at least another 3 more breaths on this side. So inviting your breath into the back of your lungs, feeling the back body being breathed, and allowing the back of your body to float down again. Good. Breathing in and out. We're putting pressure on the front side of the body, particularly here in front of the throat and the chest and down into the enteric nervous system, so the digestive system. And here we have a very important nerve called the ventral vagal nerve. So here we are directly asking the nervous system to down-regulate through this very important ventral line of the nervous system. So, can I take the sweet bag off, Max?
Yes.
Thank you. So from here, now going to ask one by one, we're going to come into what we call the burrito wrap. So who would like to go first?
Me.
Okay, so Selena, could you go sit on the side? And I'll call you back for your wrap in just a moment. So for the wrap, as I mentioned, needs something quite big. So Max, just out the way for a moment.
You spread the big giant blanket.
Yes, you do.
If you don't have a big blanket, just a medium one, you can use that if you want to.
Okay. So come and put your head on this side over here, Max. Over here.
Okay.
Okay. So when we begin, make sure there's a little bit of give on this side. So in actual fact, Max, you need to come up a little bit more this way to the camera side. Yes, more with your lower half of your body. That's it. And you can make your legs straight. They can choose to tuck their knees in towards their bellies if they prefer coming into a bit of a ball. So that's a preference. Now, arms can either be tucked into the burrito, or if they prefer to have more freedom with the upper body, then they can have the arms out of the burrito. So I'll have them tucked in for you, Max.
Yeah.
I know you like that, but if it doesn't feel comfortable, let me know. So you,
This is gonna be funny.
wait, before you go over. So see how I give this first one a little tuck under his body. Okay, so I've tucked it in. Once that initial tuck has been made, then we can start to roll. This is the fun part. Roll. And wait, with each roll, just ensure that it's quite tucked. And that with each roll, it's getting quite a good tight. And each child might have a difference and a preference with the tightness. Okay. So, come here, you wriggly one. Okay. So, I'm just bringing him back into the camera. So here, at the bottom of the burrito, you can just give that a little tuck. And that little tuck at the end gives a little bit of elevation to the legs, helping to drain the lower legs and the lower. So now from this burrito roll, you can ask the child what their preference is, if they would like an eye bag, like so. Max, would you like an eye bag?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Choice is really important. And that's it. So I'm going to show you a variation with Selena, and then after that offer a guided relaxation for the children. So Max, I'm just going to roll you out the way. And Selena, you can come in now. Max is just going to enjoy his little burrito roll there while Selena's turn. Okay. So, same deal, Selena, go that side with your head.
I prefer to have my arms out.
So she's just said she prefers to have her arms out. So that's one variation. So bringing your body a little bit closer to mum. There we go. Always asking permission from children. Asking permission from anyone, really. Give it a little tuck. And are you ready? Make sure each time we roll, we give it a nice good tuck.
It's so fun in here, right?
Okay.
It's like a mermaid.
All right, so I'm just going to scoot
It's
you
like
back
a
over this way.
It's like a raccoon.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Your little cocoon.
Oh, no, sausage. Yeah, sausage.
Little sausage roll, burrito roll, whatever you want to call
Oh,
it.
worm.
Oh, a worm. Yes.
Come
Okay.
on, I'm after you.
Would you like an eye pillow?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay. Max, let's get back into the picture here.
Whee!
You know, I keep telling this boy to stop growing, but he doesn't really listen to me.
Oh no! We're gonna be eaten! We're gonna be eaten!
Okay, so as you can, I'm sure, tell, the tightness of the wrap, again, gives that warm, loving feeling to the whole body and reminds the children of being held. Think of a baby being swaddled when they are infants. They love that tightness. It takes them back to the womb, to mother's womb. Where is the safest place in the whole world to be? In mama's womb. So, if you're ready for relaxation, invite your children to put their eye pillows on now.
Or if you don't.
Let's taking a few breaths, tuning into a relaxation today.
Why do I keep on warning?
Yawning's good, my boy.
La, la, la.
So, taking a breath in to your belly, hold at the top of your breath in, and letting it go. So I like to call this sloth breathing, because this sloth breathing slows down the breath. As slow as a sloth. Breathing in, hold, and out. One more, breathing in, hold, and let it all out. Now I want you to imagine that you have a straw and that you're sipping in some lemon inside your straw. So your face squeezes up. Gets really that lemon face, your nose even scrunches up, even your eyebrows, your whole face gets that sour look to it. And then all the lemon releases out. Allow your whole face to be relaxed.
Mama, itchy. My face is itchy.
Oh dear, let me scratch that for you.
No, it's
So
up there.
now,
Mama,
take, Max, now take, pretend that you've got straws into your fingers and your hands, even if they're in your burrito wrap. Squeeze the lemon, suck the lemon into your hands and into your arms. Make your hands and your arms and fists of your hands, and then let all the lemon seep out.
This is fun.
And now, suck the lemon into your toes and to your feet. Suck it in. You might even want to bring your knees up to your belly, if that's possible. If not, just squeeze your legs and make them really tight all the way to your bottom. And let it out. Let your whole body
Mom, why did
melt.
you say your butt?
Let your whole body melt into the floor like a piece of chocolate on a warm day. Now, speaking of a warm day, I want to invite you to close your eyes. And as your eyes close, imagine yourself taking a walk in the warm sunshine on this beautiful day. And you find yourself walking to your favorite outdoor place. You find yourself your favorite tree. You might even give the tree a little hug. And you decide to lay down underneath the shade of the tree. It's autumn. You can smell the leaves that have fallen around you.
Selena.
It's okay, Vicky. You can roll to your side. And then you get a sense that something is looking at you from the bushes beyond the tree. Someone or something is very curious about you. And it comes a little bit closer. And then you realize you have an animal friend coming to visit you. What animal has come to visit you today under your favorite tree?
Who might be your favorite animal? A lion.
Now, what does your
A cheetah.
animal... Okay. What does your animal look like? Without telling me now, just imagine what your animal looks like. If it has fur, what color fur is it? Is the fur long or is it short? Does your animal have a hard skin without any fur? Does it have feathers? Can you describe the color of its coating? Does your animal make a sound? What sound does your animal make? And if your animal allows you, if you could touch your animal, what would it feel like under your hands? And then your animal has a special message for you today. Listen carefully to your animal's message. And if you'd like to ask your animal anything, ask it now. Something that you might be confused about, something that's maybe frustrating you, or something that's making you feel sad. Ask your animal friend now. And then thank your animal friend for giving you this really important message today. You can keep this message close to your heart, or you can take this message home with you and share it with your mom and dad. Or maybe even just share it with your best friend. So when you're ready, coming up from the shade of your tree, saying goodbye to your animal friend. See you soon. Walking away from the shade of the tree now, feeling the warm sunshine filling your whole body with a beautiful white light, re-energizing you, filling you with energy and love. Walking back into your home, you can wiggle your fingers, maybe wiggle your toes, and give your body a stretch if it's asking for it.
I can't stretch around the burrito wrap. Yeah.
And if you're still in your burrito wrap, you can roll away.
I'm undoing.
Thank you for joining us today. Namaste.